Okay, after the last failure of the heat exchange barrel, which works as a lovely chiller, we've built this solar panel, which the dogs seem to think is the warmest spot as well. Just polypipe run across a cool room panel that we've painted black, and then plumbed in to run across the yard and under there. It's already raising the water temperature to 18 degrees, so fingers crossed that works. Now I just ran the poly pipe in sections so that the water flows through from one side completely through to the other. We've painted it black to help absorb the heat, and the cool room panel itself is insulated with foam, as you can see. Thanks, Sonny. We dug it underground to help keep the temperature still, but today we're going to come over here and we will be moving all of these beds out in the hope of extending this greenhouse out and making a really good crack at this aquaponics business. So all those grow beds there will need to be emptied of the dirt, the fruit trees moved, all those plants dug up, the whole thing levelled, and the list of jobs goes on and on and on and on and on. We'll run the panels out, stretch the greenhouse film over, and attempt to make a larger greenhouse than what we already do. So fingers crossed we have some sort of success. So have it all cleaned out of the grow beds. I've decided to keep a couple over there, that one just because it's full of rocks and I really don't want to move them, and run a few specialty veggies. There's some rhubarb, some blueberries, and hopefully move all the strawberries out here. At the moment we have all the grow beds emptied, and I'll be washing them and recaging them and hopefully building floating rafts once I patch up all the holes, if that's possible, that I drilled for good drainage. So I can get all the rest of this greenhouse extended and hopefully have more room. Okay, greenhouse 1, me 0, 1 concussion later, falling off a ladder, and we have extended the greenhouse. Everything's now been put away, tidied up, make sure we've got quick access to pots and things that we're using. Area on this side will eventually have a sink on the opposite side, but the pots are all set down underneath. We've moved the plastic down to stop water catching. The extension of cool room panels goes right around. We have the wiggle wire in place to help hold the greenhouse plastic. Some of the grow beds I've put in, I haven't washed them out as yet, but they will be the new floating rafts. I've kept these ones on this side purely for extra vegetables. I'm not sure if I'll leave them there or if I'll move them, extend them down into one great big long floating raft. Let us know in the comments what you think should happen. If you have an idea that I don't, feel free to add it below. Now, still yet to plumb all the holes up in here. We will be running them in succession so that the water flows between one to the next, but we have so much extra room in here now we can follow right out to the ends or leave them as they are. Hopefully we'll be putting up some towers soon on the side here, going for vertical this time instead of horizontal so that we can squeeze more plants in.